What's up? It's the COD God 420, and in today's video I'm basically going to be talking about hackers in Call of Duty and how Activision's new EOMM or skill-based matchmaking algorithm has basically made it impossible to tell if you are hacking in Call of Duty. And the main reason I wanted to make this video was because after this gameplay in the background I received a message from somebody that just says, "Wow, not even going to try to hide the walls in Aimbot, huh? You're trash. Get reported." And I really had absolutely no response to that, so I just said,
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Now, I did pop off this game. I got like 17 or 18 kills, and if it weren't for the like 3 or 4 assists I got, I definitely would have been into a 20 bomb. But basically, I know I got reported in this game from that message in the beginning, and then also because at the end of the game, the last circle or the circle before that, I had like 19 people spectating me as well. And I feel like when you have 19 people spectating you, I mean, you're getting reported, man. Even if you're good, there's just haters. The world is filled with haters. But basically, the new EOMM, the skill-based matchmaking algorithm that Activision has added into Call of Duty. If you follow Call of Duty, you've probably seen a bunch of YouTubers out there. I like to watch Blametruth, the COD father. He's the videos that I watched on the EOMM algorithm and the patent for it and everything. But I feel like the EOMM matchmaking system and what the patent shows makes it extremely hard for, the average Call of Duty player to determine whether or not someone is hacking. And ultimately, I feel like it leads to a lot of false reporting in Call of Duty games and a lot of people thinking people are hacking, but in all reality, they're just getting a little bit of love from the EOMM or the skill-based matchmaking algorithm that they've patented where, they just bought a skin or they bought a bundle, so now they have a slightly smaller hitbox the next game, or their gun is slightly buffed the next game, or maybe you've done bad for 5 or 6 games and now all of a sudden it's easier for you to hit enemies. You have a little bit better aim assist, or their hitbox might be slightly bigger. And I'm not making any of this stuff up. It's all in the patent. It's all in the pictures here. I'll pull up the pictures, and yeah, it says it right here in Microtransaction Engine 128, patented by Activision, that it may match a more expert or influential player with a junior player to encourage the junior player to make in-game related purchases, since the player might want to emulate the person who's kicking their ass, essentially. Then right under it, it says that it may analyze various items used by the influential players, and if one of the items is currently on sale, with or without promotion, it's going to match it with a player who does not have that item. So if you're wondering why you have to keep looking at these Nicki Minaj and these rat skin people running around your lobby, it's because you don't have that in you never bought it. So they want you to. They're going to keep showing you that shit because they want you to want to buy it, even though you probably think it's stupid, just like a lot of people think the Nicki Minaj and the rat skin is stupid, but you're going to end up seeing them because you don't own them, and it's part of the skill-based matchmaking, or the EOMM matchmaking, whatever you want to call it. Both of them are shit. And like I said before about possibly having more aim assist or your enemy's hitbox being slightly larger, that's all in the EOMM patent that Activision made. You should definitely go watch TridTv's breakdown video of all 3 or 4 of Activision's patents on the EOMM system, because it's crazy the stuff that they're putting in these patents. But like in this table from one of their patents, it says skill level required to hit a target. If you have a high skill level, it takes a higher degree of accuracy for you to hit a target. If you have a low skill level, it takes a lower degree of accuracy for you to hit the target. And again, I don't know if that necessarily means more aim assist or if that means your enemy just has a larger hitbox. I'm not too sure what it means, but it doesn't seem right to be in an FPS shooter. To implement something that drastically manipulates the largest characteristic of an FPS shooter game and the thing that matters the most in an FPS shooter game, which is accuracy, is extremely wrong. And again, it's like cheating. It's like hacking. It's the whole point of the title of this video. What is hacking or what is cheating in Call of Duty? I haven't decided what the title of the video is going to be yet, but tell me what the difference between little Jimmy Jim grabbing his Cronus Zen and plugging it into his Xbox and throwing the scripts on there. What's the difference between him doing that and an actual really good player just throwing 5 games in a row to have the algorithm trick them into being in a lobby where they're, the enemy's hitbox is larger? What is the difference? They both sound the same to me. They're both cheating. And one of them is completely legal and implemented into the game like it's infection hacks or something. Like you just get a soft aim infection hack the next game where your aim assist is 10% higher than it was the game before, or your bullets do 20% damage more than they did the game before, or 20% damage more than what your enemy player does. It is extremely similar to cheating, in my opinion. You really can't change my mind. You can't change my mind. It's cheating. That's what I'm saying in this game. It's the guy who sent me that message at the beginning of this game saying that I'm cheating and saying he's going to report me. Am I cheating in this game? No, I'm not cheating. I don't cheat in the game. But maybe I threw the 5 or 6 games before this game, and all of a sudden it's extremely easy for me to just hit all these people, so I'm about to drop an 18 kill win because the algorithm messed up. Can that be the case? Absolutely, that can be the case. I almost guarantee that's the case 90% of the time in the game. And then you end up getting reported. And with all of the reports, I mean, they have to be building up in Activision's server somewhere in their database. There has to be a cache, a list of all of these reports of people who are just like, oh, wow, that guy just came around the corner and hit me with 3 bullets, so he must have just domed me 3 times in a row. Hacking, and just goes and reports that. That has to go somewhere. It has to take up space. And I know that there will always be hackers. I'm not trying to say that in Call of Duty hacking doesn't exist. You know what hacking is. I know what hacking is. You know what walls are. I know what walls are. Everybody here knows what fucking Aimbot is. We've all played Call of Duty. There is hacking, and it's not right. You shouldn't hack in Call of Duty. But there's really nothing to even stop the real hackers in Call of Duty, because even if the, Ricochet anti-cheat that they implemented, which sucks ass, even if it catches them, they just make a new account and then they're in the very next game with the same hacks, which, I mean, those are probably the only people that I truly report. I feel like I ran into a couple of them this game where, they're level 16, level 21, level 27, but they're playing just as good as you are, and they have, a default player card, default emblem, no clan tag, nothing, because they just got banned and now they're coming back. So they aren't even really changing the amount of hackers in the game because you can just make a new account. So the number of hackers is staying the same, even though the Ricochet is doing its job, or whatever they want to say. And I know that people are always going to say that there's going to be hackers, and there always is going to be hackers. There's always going to be people that are out there trying to figure out how to break the code, how to get in there, how to get the aimbot. But the thing about it, to me, is if Activision, the company, decided to spend 8 or 9 years, however long it took to make all of these skill-based or EOMM matchmaking algorithm patents, if they spent that amount of time and that amount of effort and that amount of money into an anti-cheat patent algorithm, there would be 0 cheaters in Call of Duty, and you cannot change my fucking mind. If everybody at Activision put 9 years and who knows what amount of money into that shit, into an anti-cheat, there would be 0 cheaters in every year's Call of Duty. Granted, 3-4 years later, they're gonna be hackers just like all the old Call of Duties, but the new ones, I guarantee that if they put that much time and effort into it, there wouldn't be one. But are they going to do that? No, because there's no money in anti-cheat. But you know what there is money in? Buying bundles. So things like cheating and hacking, they're always going to get pushed to the wayside so that the golden child of money making, which is bundles, can always prevail. And I'm not going to keep talking about that because this video isn't about microtransactions. It's about how the EOMM skill-based matchmaking algorithm that they've patented and implemented into the game is essentially hacking within itself. Because again, if you can do something like, this player has just had 5 bad games, make his aim assist stronger, is that not just cheating? Is that not soft aim? Please, and tell me in the comments if you think that I'm crazy for thinking this, but EOMM and the implemented changes that they've made are cheating in a small amount, in my opinion. And like I said before, I think that this guy who I killed here, I think this last guy is the guy who ended up messaging me this comment. And to be honest with you, it does look a little sus. I hit him with every single shot, every one of them. And for all I know, I could have just accidentally had, 5 bad games before where I just landed and died within 2 minutes, didn't even process in my brain, but the algorithm went, oh wow, he had 5 bad games. We're going to put him in this game and he's going to hit everything so he doesn't end up leaving the game, because that's what engagement and optimized matchmaking does. It just, I don't know. I feel like it really ruins the game. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's actually like my first true commentary video, and this gameplay was actually pretty good. I think that this EOMM, you know, the cheating accusations and the false reporting in Call of Duty, I feel like is at an all-time high. It's never been higher. And just let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, subscribing. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.